Welcome to The Explainer. Today, we're going to talk about something really powerful, coaching. It's all about how you can get from where you are right now to where you truly want to be, both in your career and your life. So, let me ask you something. Have you ever felt, stuck? Like you've just hit a wall, a ceiling you can't seem to break through? Maybe it's burnout at work, or just this nagging feeling that you're capable of so much more. If that sounds familiar, you're not alone. And honestly, that feeling is often the very first step toward a huge breakthrough. You know, the world today is moving at an incredible pace. For senior leaders and frankly for anyone trying to build a career, things are more complex and demanding than they've ever been. The pressure is always on, and the old playbooks, they just don't cut it anymore. And in a world like that, you need more than just a little support. You need a real partner, a guide, someone who can create a safe space for you to think, to reflect, and to grow. Someone who's not afraid to challenge your assumptions and help you see things in a totally new way. So that brings us to this idea of a guide, right? The coach. But what exactly is a coach? And how is a coach different from, say, a mentor or a consultant? This is a really important distinction, so let's break it down. I want you to pay close attention to that word partner. A great coach doesn't show up with all the answers. Instead, they work with you. They believe the potential is already inside you, and their job is to help you unlock it and find your own path forward. Okay, so this is super helpful for telling them apart. Think of it like this. A mentor gives you advice based on their own amazing career. A counselor helps you heal things from your past. A consultant is hired to come in and solve a very specific business problem. But a coach is all about your future. They're masters at asking these powerful questions that help you discover your own best answers. So what does this whole journey actually look like in practice? It's not just a bunch of random feel-good chats. Oh no. It's a structured, intentional process that's designed from the ground up to create real, lasting change. The whole path usually kicks off with a deep dive, an assessment to really get a handle on your strengths and where the biggest opportunities are. From there, you work together to set these incredibly clear, powerful goals. Then you build a real action plan. In those regular sessions, that's all about accountability. It creates this amazing feedback loop where the real sustainable growth actually happens. Okay, so you've walked the path, you've put in the work. What's the payoff? What's the reward at the end of all this? Well, let me tell you, the results for people and for the companies they work for are absolutely staggering. Let's just talk numbers for a second. Get this. Research shows that executive coaching delivers a mind-blowing 788% average return on investment for companies. That's not a typo. That isn't just a small improvement. That's a total game changer for the bottom line. And okay, that's great for the company, but what about for you personally? The impact is just as incredible. Studies show that coaching can boost an individual's performance by up to 70%. I mean, just stop and think for a second. What could you accomplish with a 70% boost? But honestly, it goes way beyond just the hard numbers. The personal benefits are huge. We're talking about a deeper level of self-awareness, being able to lead your team more effectively, thinking bigger and more strategically, bouncing back from setbacks faster than ever, and building genuinely stronger relationships with everyone you work with. Look, you don't have to take my word for it, or even just the data's word. The most powerful proof always comes from the people who've actually been on this journey. So let's hear what they have to say. This is so key. Coaching gives you that priceless outside perspective. It helps you get out of your own head, finally see your own blind spots, and find totally new ways to tackle old problems. Oh, I love this quote because it shows that real transformation isn't always some big, dramatic explosion. Sometimes it's just one tiny, powerful shift in how you behave, like choosing to ask a question instead of just giving an order, that creates these incredible ripple effects through your entire team. So, we've seen the challenge, we've met the guide, we've walked the path, and we've seen the incredible rewards. We've heard the stories, and now the story turns to you. I want you to really think about that for a second. If you could have a breakthrough in just one area of your career or your life, what would it be? What's the one thing that would change everything for you? That journey, that transformation, it's right there for you. And it all starts with making a single decision. So if you're ready to stop hitting that ceiling and start writing your next chapter, here's your chance. Take that first step. Reach out to the email you see on the screen and just start the conversation. It's time to unlock your potential and become the leader and the person you were always meant to be.